Can you guys hear me? This is gonna be a little bit weird. I'm sure the quality is worse. Okay, so this is weird. My Yeti isn't working, so we're using my headset mic. Let me just try and fix this really quick. Sorry. I know this is professional. Yeah, the Yeti just died, so we're gonna get that trash out of here. So, how's everyone doing? It's your boy Lump. I'm gonna switch over to my face. Forgive me for not turning the light on. I know this doesn't look very professional, and I know I don't look very professional. I'm disheveled as all heck, but I got out of the shower. I'm sorry. So, before we get into this, I'm going to show you guys. I keep looking over there because that's where chat is. I'm going to show you guys what I've done on Minigame Monthly before I switch over to my new project. I just gotta let the level load. It was... Unreal takes forever, darling. I'm sorry. Audio up. This is as loud as this headset gets!
Is this any better?
No, it's capped. So that's my head pain audio. I'm sorry. I have no excuse for the Yeti not working. Let me see if I can just like... Because the Yeti is clearly the superior option. You can probably hear the fragmenting that this singular microphone has. Properties. Yeah, the Yeti just... It's not showing up. I apologize. So let me switch over to the game dev stream. So as you can see, I've been kind of busy. So I'm just gonna turn on game view, maximize it so we can get the full effect here. So I've got some stand-in trees, I placed some rocks everywhere. There's gonna be a fence along the edge here, like along this whole entire edge, so I'm excited about that personally. But we have a bridge. It's all the same plank because I am scrapped for time on this. We have these neat ropes that I can manipulate at will. We have a giant effing tree, which will be shading the area in the next couple of days. We have these houses. Each house can have a tinted roof color, so, you know, all of these are the same model, same texture, it's just the roof is tinting differently. I'm not a fan of the lighting. It's a bit harsh, so I'm gonna see if I can tone that down, and the ocean shader should be done in a day or two. So, this is coming along really nicely. Next up, I'm gonna have to tackle characters, which I'm not looking forward to. You will never see it coming. Yeah, the audio has to do. I'm upset. I know you're upset. I wish it was louder, but hey, it's what it is. We gotta just work around it. But yeah, no, this is, I was talking with Moth earlier, and she's like, this is like the best work I've seen you do, and I'm sitting there like, that's right, you've never seen me at my best. Still upset about Persona 5 ending, Condi. But we're not working on Minigame Monthly today. I want a job making games. That's why I went to school for making games. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be making an environment inspired by World of Warcraft that I might use to apply to places like Hi-Rez or Blizzard, places that do largely hand-painted stuff. So what we're going to do is, you already started New Game Plus. Are you silly? You silly? But no, so what we're going to do is we're just going to make ourselves a nice sort of library observatory environment. It's going to be a lot of pillars. It's going to be stylized after Dalaran, which is the mage city. Weird how the protagonist usually dies. Well, I'm glad we just get that out of the way now, so we all know that the protagonist dies. Now, normally I would put an environment like this in Unreal. This might be a bit big, but no. Normally I'd put an environment like this in Unreal, and I'd work from there. But I don't want to work in Unreal for this one. This is going to be a straight to Marmoset kind of deal. And if you don't know what Marmoset is, I'll just lay it out for you because it's kind of an important factor in this. Marmoset is a rendering software which allows you to more professionally display your art. That's my definition of it. I hope you can accept it. Hello, Anthony. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it won't take 6 years of waiting. But yeah, so honestly, everything's coming up Millhouse right now as far as game dev goes. So I'm hoping that this goes really well. So we're gonna do this. We're going to backface Cole. There we go. Also, this is the incorrect. Oh boy, now I gotta remember how to flop normals. I always forget this, and it's always an issue, so I'm gonna just cheat it. No, don't inset. Just extrude it. I'm cheating. Normally, you don't want to do it like... I've done it wrong anyway. We'll work on it.
Oh, my butthole.
Okay, what? I'm gonna turn the music on shuffle, by the way, just so we can, get some varied memes in here. and we're gonna turn it down. There we go, the audio balance should be good now. Also, Condi, do you want in on this action? Do you want to help me monitor chat? Because I'm very bad at monitoring chat, because I'm a goober like that. Oh, come on, Discord. Get out of the way of chat. People don't need to see what dank links I send my moderators. Kill the Reaper without desperation. Yeah, Condi, let me know if you want in on this. I'll hop in Adult's room. For now, I'm trying to remember how to flip normals. Like, I always have this issue. And, like, I never think that it's an issue until I gotta do it. Because, like, I never, ever flip the normals. Ever. Let's extrude in, I guess? Nah, that's... We're playing with fire. Let's just take the floor and we'll work from there. All I need is the floor to work off of right now, because what we're basically doing is we're blocking out where I want everything to go. And when we actually get to the point of constructing said set pieces, it's going to be very helpful. So I do want a little, like, high-risen area right here, but I want it to be a bit further back. So we're going to bring it, like, over here-ish. And we're going to put, like, probably some tables and a bookshelf or two up there. Mages don't need a lot. They just need love. Just going to chill and chat. Okay. Drop Pop Candy-o. So, in the center here, I've been thinking about this all day. I want a set piece, because that really just makes everything look nice. So what I'm thinking set piece-wise is I want to have some weird little, like, magic observatory, since, you know, they're mages. They don't exactly... They know of space, but they don't know much about space. So we're just going to be putting in some basic shapes. We're going to be doing something a little bit differently with this one, in that I'll actually be taking my props into ZBrush. Normally I don't do that for my workflow, since we like to work fast and dirty here. But this is one of those times where I actually feel as though it's very important that I take my time and I do this right. Because this is a job application, basically. And I know I'm going to have to take an art test for Blizzard if they do indeed like my resume, as it were, but until then, we gotta operate on the notion of we have to make a grand impression to these lovely men and women who make such hit games as Overwatch and Meme Babies Go to Space. So this will just be our a lovely little scent. Then I'm actually going to take the inset tool, it's up here, shrink this down, and there'll be a reason for this. So actually we're gonna shrink twice. There we go. So now we're gonna take this and this, bring it down, take this, bring it down, and that'll be good for now. That'll hold us through. I only deleted the bottom face. We don't need that bottom face for reasons. Taco Bell, still haven't gotten it. Still been good. It says the boy who had McDonald's today, but I ran it off. So you know what? I'm not going to let myself be slandered by my own stupidity. So now we're going to want mirrors. Because half of the point of this is it is an observatory, but this is going to be the central point of projection. So let's just take another edit poly, and we're gonna make this and duplicate it a lot, but I want to get the basic shapes in. The basic shapes are the most important shapes. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Okay, they both beveled in, which is fantastic. Yeah, that'll serve for mirror. We're not going to be unwrapping these right now or anything. We are literally just getting everything, like, in place. Okay, we're just doing this then? I'm okay with this one. And now we're just going to take another one. We're going to make an instance. Bring it this way. Shrink it slightly. When's more Binding of Undertale? I can't be. Go fuck yourself. Let's see. Cancel. Bring this up. Rotate. Shrink, and we're going to angle it differently, and this will be what projects little planets, and we're going to make little, like, holders for that eventually. Now, I haven't really put thought into how am I going to suspend these. I don't want to be like, it's magic, because that's, I mean, it is a mage tower, so maybe I'm just being a bit too much of a wiener here. But I don't want to be like, it's magic. I want to have, like, some visible way of it being suspended. So 4 planets, or rather 4 little mirrors to display planets, I think is all I really need. And I'm just gonna shrink this one down. So yeah, this will just basically... Okay, yeah, okay. These are gonna be acting as, like, glass mirrors. So, now we want to have holders that will display the planets. So this guy's pointing over here, so we're going to want a post right here. Drag it up. A little bit too much up. Let's just draw a straight line about there. Okay, so bring this down. Yeah. Like it. Profanity. Watch your profanity. Okay, so now let's see here. Next one is pointing up this way. So we're just going to drag another one over here. And up a little bit. I want them to be staggered as far as height goes, because honestly I just think it looks nicer. As far as everything goes. And now we're going to bring this up, just to intercept it, because we're going to be using not a particle effect maybe, but I don't know, maybe a tessellated mesh to project everything. Why would children even be watching this? Yeah, it's not memes, you dip. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. You're probably a nice person. I'm surprised at how high energy I am right now. Like, normally I'm pretty dead by this time of day. But I don't know. I'm excited to apply to a game job. I'm excited to be working on, you know, the stuff I have a passion for. Not to say I don't have a passion for, you know, Minigame Monthly, but simultaneously, it's very, very nice to be working on something that I am trained in and enjoy greatly. So yeah, just blocking out again. Bring this over here. I should really name these. In fact, we're gonna go back and name all these objects. Because I'm a dip. Wow. Suck? No suck. Not suck. No suck. Whatsoever. Why would you imply suck? I am offended. Watashi wa offended, even. Put this here. This will be our, like, main piece, as it were. So we're gonna call this, projector basin. Gonna call it this floor. And then, of course, globe. Actually, I want to name these after the planet. So, Draenor, Argus, Azeroth, Outland. And we're gonna call this Small Study. God, oh, hearing a JoJo song just makes me happy. So now I want Mirror 1, Mirror 2, Drop Pop Candy. Okay, I guess we're going with it. Mirror 3, Mirror 4. Projection pole. Projection pole 2. This might be the boring part, but you gotta make sure you're organized. Okay, so now we're gonna cheat to make the walls. We're gonna do this. We're gonna make this a copy. We're gonna call this walls. Then we're just gonna kill the edit poly on it. Now I wanna flip. How do I flip normals again? I feel so dumb. Yes, flip normals. There we go. Object properties. Backface color. Boom! Alright. So now we're gonna take this, come over here, kill. Kill. No need for duplicate faces or degenerate faces. I want to pull these down a little bit past the floor. Okay, so now we need to start working on the parts that really make this study a study. So I'm going to take a swig of water. I don't know how this is going to sound. Probably terrible. Chip gone now. Rip in peace. No more Chip. What's with the outer wall? There will be an outer wall. I'm not sure how I'm going to present this yet. But I'm actually going to get Marmoset booting up really quick. Just so you guys can sort of see what we're doing here. This is a good feel song. Oh yeah, no, this is a great feel song. Now, I'm not sure if... Actually, yes, I do want this to be this tall. Come on, Marmoset, there you go. So yeah, I do want this to be this tall. And the reason for this is what I actually want is I can put a second story up there. Now, again, this all depends on how, like, no one's walking through this area. This doesn't have to be a walkable area. It just has to be a nice environment. You know, no bullies to beat them up for their lunch money because they're just mages. Let me just... I want these two pieces to be connected. Or at least as connected as they can look. So now we gotta adjust this to match. Touch. 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 So now we want to do another swift loop. This is always the issue. There we go. Like, this is the issue with working in backface call. That's why I don't normally do it, but I'm doing it today. And we'll cut these out. So now this will be a piece of wall that we will convert into a bookcase. Okay? You gonna be okay with that, friends? Clone to object. Bookshelf 1. So now we're gonna take bookshelf 1 and we're gonna just isolate it. That's that. So now I want to bring this forward a little bit. Clone to element. And this is how we're going to get our starting topology. We're just going to... We're going to turn back... No, don't clone. We're going to turn backface cull off for these objects. We don't need it for these. Let's go back into edit poly. Okay, Chuckle Nuts, what you doing? Let's kill this. Come down here. Flip these normals. Now we edit. There we go. That was some silly willy shit right there. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to make some nice looking bookshelves that are built into the walls. Because like literally every building in Dalaran has those. It's some silly shit. Maybe I shouldn't make this as WoW inspired, even though I am using it to apply to Blizz. Because if I use it to apply to somewhere like, say, high res, maybe they're not gonna be so kind about that. I don't know why there's a video called Wow Wow Wubsy Exposed in your videos. That sounds like a you problem, sir. Okay, that'll work. So now I'm just going to inset these ever so slightly. Actually, no. Don't be a silly. So this will span both floors. So I'm gonna actually section these middle ones off to not be touched. Sup, Dylan? Welcome to the stream, my man. Some sweet bookshelves. Hell yeah. So we're gonna give these a bit more of a round feel, even though they are going to be in the walls. We just want to make it feel not more organic, but more lived, I guess. And we're gonna be filling it with books and other such small props, obviously, but for the time being, I'm just trying to get basic things in so we can move forward from there, maybe take a prop or two into ZBrush tonight. Really just, I want it to feel as though people would actually use this area. This is a decent enough curve. Baking the normals down will definitely help this. So now we're gonna just inset. Is that gonna be big enough for books? But that's too thin on the sides. So, you know what, we'll do this. We'll do this across all of these. And then what we'll do is we'll just scale them all up. Sounds like cheating? There is no cheating in game development, only plagiarism. And we're not plagiarizing, so I think we're doing pretty good right now. See you, Candy. I'll see you when you get back. What environment are we working on? We're working on a mage tower sort of deal. Because I'm... No, that was right. Because I want to apply to Blizzard, but I want to do it with something that I'm very proud of that fits their theming. So we'll select all of these. And now we're going to scale, but we're going to scale off of local. So we're going to take this and Scaramouche. Scaramouche. Did that pop out weirdly at all? Doesn't look it. Scaramouche, baby. There we go. Now we're going to extrude all of these in. And that'll be that. And now the reason why I made sure to extrude it out of the wall is because now I want more bookshelves. They don't work perfectly. Oh no. Pretty close to perfectly though. So we can sort of sparsely put them about. Yes, not Sky Temple, although that was an excellent suggestion. I don't want to tell you otherwise, because I thought it was neat. But Mage Temple is what won on Twitter, because you had said Sky Temple after I posted it, because I got overexcited like the goober I am. So just gonna kill this. But yeah, we're basically just working our way towards a final environment piece by piece. Do these look weird? They're a weird tilt. Also, this guy's not exactly like where he should be. Yeah, because he should match the divot in the wall. They all should. Because that's what they're made for. Maybe they would work, I did it wrong. Or maybe the front should have been thinner. Either way, what we have is working again. So this works. Rip Scaramouche, he shouldn't have tried to rip Link off. Scaramouche, baby! Okay. I've already forgotten what Scaramouche sounds like, despite him being relatively huge in the New Jack series. So now we're gonna do this. Bring it up. And there it is. Second floor. But, what can I do over here that would be interesting? Maybe I can, like, cram an alchemical table in? Maybe I can make that where the ladder is that you use to get up here. Because I don't want to just make the ladder on the outer rim. Like, hold on, let me get the shapes in a bit more. Because I do want this center area to be a perfect circle regardless. That seems like enough space to walk, and now we'll delete. And now we're just gonna start bridging. Can I just, like... Can I just do that? Nah. Would never be that simple. But it was worth a shot. And we can hang some decorative props off of this as well, which is a big thing. Oh, darn. But yeah, no, we can... Because, like, the thing is we don't want to make this feel like just a generic mage chamber. We really, really, really want it to feel like a lived and worked in environment. Like, that's the huge thing for me, is making this feel legitimate. Scaramouche! I don't know why I love Scaramouche so much. Like, he's really dumb, but at the same time, I think that's why I like him. So let's, you know, of course, bring everything back to the Golden Boy standard that we have set. Keep everything all nice and together. But now we need to pick what do we want over there. So what we could do is we could leave the top portion of the wall, raise it a little bit, and put a ladder there, but I really want, like, a hole cut here. That's a perfect square. Or at least as perfect a square as it can be. So I'm trying to like think this one out. Yes. So we can do this. Chippy choppy at the shoppy. Oh, we didn't do one down there. We're gonna use a connect instead. I have no idea how apparent my sinuses are with this microphone, so I'm sorry if you're getting a lot of snifflies. Normally I'm really aware of how like sensitive my mic is, but like I don't use this mic that often. Yeah, we want to line everything up. We're basically trying to make good topology for this one cut. I like some artists just like cut in, and that is a viable thing to do. I've never been a fan of doing it like that. Of course we might have to, because it doesn't look like this is gonna function exactly as I want. Unless, of course, we do a bit more cheatsy doodling. Whoop! Okay. So now we'll do this. Do this. And voila, a square. So now we'll just chop in here. Yeah, chat is a minute behind. I'm sorry that I'm not responding. So you guys know how I get when I start working on something. I get absorbed. And bridge. There we go. This might be a bit too thick, so I'm going to pull it down. A table. Yeah, a table would be good. So we can put a ladder here now, which is a nice prop. It makes it feel a little bit more organic. Okay, so now we want to start adding props to here. Maybe this could be like an entry passage almost. So like, how I'm thinking is, say like the door is here, and Scooby-Doo-Bop-Bally-Doo. Yeah, say the door is here, and there's just a little like table and workstation and everything, and then the ladder's right here. Real ease of access. I don't want to put chairs in here. What else can I put in, like, an observatory like this? What else would make sense in an observatory? Table... yeah, I could put a table over here, too, and fill it with, like, mapping. In the running? I'm not in the running yet. We're working on the piece that'll hopefully put me in the running. I'm planning on applying with what we're working on here tonight. Welcome back, Anthony. Because, as much as I want to stay in New Hampshire and work with the lads in game assembly, like, that is the thing that I want the most, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. And I really just want to make games. Something about making environments come to life and making something great just, it makes me feel good inside of my boy parts. And by that I mean it makes me happy. Never say... I feel like this is going to be like a Blizzard HR person who's like, oh, I see that this person who applied, they did a game dev stream showing off their process. Let's take a look and see if they'd be a good fit. And then just, it makes me feel good in my boy parts. And we will be passing up this candidate. If that happens, I'm going to cry. Map or a telescope? Well, why would they need a telescope since, like... Oh, sweet God. Like, why would they need a, you know, a thingy if these are projecting into globes? Like, that's the thing, is like... oh, hey, I just thought of a neat set piece. Don't auto-grid. That's bad. Right now, at least. Actually, wait, what am I doing? This is a dump... no, it's not that one. I'm gonna put one big globe up here, which I'll just fill with another holographic projection. In fact, I should be doing this. We're gonna call this large projection. Blizzard seems pretty lax, yes, but at the same time, you gotta remember, they are a professional environment. So, although they are pretty relaxed, I feel like they'd be probably not offended, but just not as impressed. I'm gonna have to come back in and name these as well. Do I want to do a roll-top desk, or do I want to do, like, a desk like this? I think I want to do a roll-top desk. They look nicer. I'm trying to, like, think of what else I can put in here. Maybe, like, an alchemy table? Why would an alchemy table be in an astronomy lab? Let's... You know what? First up, I need to gray everything out. Okay, no, we're not listening to it if it's going into that. I want a song. Where's my songs? Nah, it's too... That's... There we go, this is cute. So one thing I like to do is I like to throw down a skylight every now and again, just to get a look on how everything really is in terms of shading. Because this lets you know if there's something screwy. What's up, Uno in a box? How you doing, my man? So yeah, looks decent. I'm still not fully sold on the bookshelves, though. Let's actually... I'm gonna throw this on another edit poly just in case I don't like it. There's no risk of me not being able to not control Z out of it. Straighten these lines out. Let's grab you two. Now let's straighten these lines out. But yeah, no, Blizzard is like the dream job for me, I'll be honest with you. It's probably bad to say that, but it is. It is. Roll top table in a star map would make sense. Hell yeah, it would. So, let's look up roll top desks, shall we? Also, I'm taking a lot of inspiration right now from, the Hall of the Guardian, which is the mage class hall, as well as Dalaran as a whole. So I'm gonna try and have these neat, like, banners going everywhere. Yeah, I figured, like, a room like this. Maybe I should have an open roof as well. I feel like that would look nice. But it might look a bit too much like the Hall of the Guardian, which is another fear I have, you know? Mages have such a cool class hall, by the way. Like, I like this. It's not much, but I like it. Okay, so we have something like this at my house, too. Like, it's downstairs. So I'm just gonna pick one I like and roll with it, I guess. This one looks too modern for WoW. Then again, it is Dalaran. Dalaran's fucking weird. Yeah, we'll take this design. This design works. So just internalizing it for a second. All right, let's do this. So now box, auto grid that shit. Maybe this, like, centerpiece could be bigger overall. We'll figure it out. Now edit poly. And I want to just, like, straight cut this thing in half. I don't want to deal with having to model two sides, so I'm not going to deal with having to model two sides. It's called being lazy, and by that I mean it's called working intelligently. Now then. I want to pull this up. Let's go back, take a peek at our references. Giant gaping hole in the center. Oh, I accidentally opened Marmoset twice. So, by the way, this is Marmoset. Wait. Okay, hold on. God damn it. Okay, so I gotta go to my email to verify something that I spent $180 on. Are you kidding me? Angled roof might look nice. It would. We're gonna do the roof last. Yes. transfer the license. The following machine has been deactivated. Your computer. The machine is now activated. Your computer. Thanks, Marmoset. We good now? We good now? Okay. So we're just gonna load in the tree that I made, just to give you guys an idea of what's going on. So, basically what Marmoset allows you to do is it allows you to, come in. You can set lights and everything to, make your pieces look all nice and, pretty. Like, just really make everything look official. You can place your stuff in environments, skies, you know. Is it not actually, like, loading? Weird. Oh, backdrop mode, ambient sky color. No, not color. Yeah, so you can, like, put it in, like, different environments. So, here's a tree growing in a cathedral. But it basically just lets you, It basically just lets you make things look good, and then you can put them online in a viewer. Let's add a shadow catcher. I don't know why. See, that's the kind of shadow that I kind of want in the minigame monthly scene. But I digress. This is the end goal of what we're throwing the scene into. Is we're going to throw it into Marmoset to basically look good. Now I understand what our end goal is. So now I want to come in here, swift loop. We're gonna chop about here and here. We're gonna take this and extrude right the heck in, and kill this face and that face. So it's already looking kind of nice. Now I was hesitant at first to make this part of the geometry, but I think I'm committing to it now. What's this mic quality? The Yeti broke, so I'm stuck using this. I apologize. Yeah, let's come on up. So I like to work in kind of a convenient and not convenient fashion. So I like to get the angle on things before I start, like, cutting into it. Oh, hell yeah, it's the hype theme! So now what we're trying to do is we're just trying to make the smoothness of the roll top, as it were. You know, that pleasant shape that it has. And this may be too high poly. Because you gotta remember, WoW is running on a heavily modified version of the Warcraft 3 engine. It's not exactly going to be making any... Oh, you know what? I actually did this wrong. We do not have enough undos. Shit. Okay. So we're gonna redo everything. And we're gonna improvise. That is a statement that I always am afraid of, is we will improvise. Because it sounds as though the end product's not going to be as good. It will be, but it's still one of those things like, what do you mean by that, Tommy? Okay, no need to be rude about a broken microphone. Let's see here. I'm gonna take the Yeti out, plop it back in. Test, test! Alright, we're back. Yeti's back. Yeti's back, boys. Whew. Thank God. I was starting to get a little bit annoyed with that microphone. Oh, God. Yeah, no, that is the Yeti. Okay. No, the Yeti's back. Just took another reset to make it work. So, I did say that we were going to be taking stuff into ZBrush tonight. That was a bit of a lie. My tablet drivers aren't working. Shocker, right? So, if you guys don't remember, actually, way back in the day of early game dev streams, we used to, have this chronic issue where the tablet drivers would never work for some unknown reason. And it was possibly the most annoying thing of my young adult life. Apart from finding a job. Job hunting as a game developer is really difficult.
Okay, so I went about this wrong. Again, this whole process of winging it is never a good one. So we wanna bring this to about here. And we can't weld these yet, so what we're going to do is we're gonna extrude these to the center so they meet up. And then we're gonna hit delete to get rid of any extraneous faces. So right now the topology here is bad. So I want to start welding verts to... Oh, they won't weld. Ah, cock and balls. Okay. For one, let's isolate the desk so we stop having these annoying issues. Two, we're gonna do this. Your ear... Wait, how is the mic quality on this set? Is it good? Is it bad? Okay. First the webcam, now the mic. Yeah, I know. It's as if I have the money to replace it, which is spoiler alert, I don't. So how's the mic quality? Is this actually the Yeti, or have I been bamboozled? Now I need to unmute the stream to find out. There we go. So how's the mic quality? Is this actually the Yeti, or have I been... No, it sounds fine. Why are you shouting? Okay. So now we're gonna take these... Actually, I'm gonna... let's look at more roll-top desks. They do go right to the edge. Not a fan, but okay, I guess. You're confused, what did you just walk into? I'm working on my application piece for Blizzard Entertainment. You might have heard of them. They've made some nice indie games, like World of Warcraft. And Braid. They didn't make Braid. Don't believe my lies. This can come out more. And we're gonna pull this out more. But yeah, and everyone's shouting about my microphone, which isn't broken. They're just being salty people. I'm not a fan. I feel harassed. Wait, no. This shouldn't be as tall as the whole thing, yeah? No, it shouldn't be. I have this habit of getting really... Come on. Ah, dicks! Okay, we'll improvise. Wanna know what improvising entails in this situation? Behold, problem solved. Warcraft 3 is a fun game. I never really played the Warcraft games. I was into Dota for a little bit. And I'm talking like OG Dota. I'm not talking like this weenie-ass Dota 2. I'm talking like back in the early days of little Lumo wanting to be a game developer. I rocked the chutzpah, as it were. So we can edit poly. Remove kebab. Pull this in. Okay, you know what, Mask? You're getting a fucking timeout because you won't listen. I told you to cut the shit, and you didn't cut the shit. I am not in the mood for that tonight. Like, normally I'll be like Mimi, I'll joke around with you about it, but not tonight. This is very serious work. And I'm really actually, like, I need this to work out. I'm not going to entertain your Fuda fetishes or whatever. We're gonna flip this along Y. We're gonna weld along the seam. Don't want it. We want the edit poly here. Yeah, normally I would meme with you, my friend, but tonight is not the night. I did ask you to stop. Okay, what? There we go. And now we'll extrude again. Bring this in slightly. We'll do it once more for posterity's sake. Bring this down. Do this, do that. And now we're going to inset. Sir, I said we're going to inset. And we're going to extrude it in slightly. Nah, no, that's way too much topology. Like, that's the fun thing and scary thing about WoW, is you have a really strict poly budget. And I'm kind of excited to work in those confines. It seems neat. And it might be an area that I could totally use some shoring up on, so this is great practice. So here we have a basic roll-top desk. Pretty good. Pretty good. No, you can meme, but, like, he literally wouldn't stop with the chicks with dicks. I think that's what was annoying me the most. I'm sorry if I'm coming off as a bit iron-fisted right now, but I do hope you can see where I'm coming from on this one. Again, your boy is always a fan of memes, but that was just taking it a bit too far. I think we can move this out and scale a little. But no, like, honestly, if I can get this environment position on WoW, I'm gonna be elated, because WoW was most of my high school career. Like, I love the game to death, and it would mean the world to me to be able to, like, pay it forward, as it were. Let's check Discord. Okay, so let's continue checking Discord, because I'm a piece of crap. And back to this. So, you know what? Hold on. WoW. Legion. Vineyards. The vineyards had some desks in them, and I want to see what they look like. Can I get inside of a building, please? Yes, I get it. There we go. Actually, there wasn't really that much detail in any of them. Shit. Yeah, no, it looks like the poly budget's still there, so we're just gonna draw the desks on. We will not, but thank you for the offer there, Pika. And hello, Pehana Cave. Welcome to the stream. So we're gonna leave the roll-top desk like this. This might actually be too high poly. But I like how it looks. I think it looks pretty nice, and we're gonna keep working from there. So we have a roll-top desk, but what's a desk without a chair? So we're gonna make a chair now. We're gonna have to do some insane ZBrush work to make this look good. But it's gonna be great. Is my name Cameron? Yes, it is. We're gonna do some just housekeeping really quick and delete that face. Again, the thing with WoW is you really have a poly budget and you really have to stick to it. So I gotta, like, routinely keep that down. Clear all 29. There we go, that looks better. Okay, what? I could have sworn we bridged these. Whatever, we'll do it now. No need to get caught up on it. Oh, wait, no, I just deleted them like a goober. That's right. Sir? Thank you. So let's step right up. Come on, you know, it's time to do the Mario. And we're gonna make ourselves a ladder. Yeah, like, normally I'm fine with it, man. You know, I find it funny, but, like, tonight I'm just in no mood, you know? So let's just do this. Boop. Okay, that worked as expected. I'm pretty sure I made a plane instead of a box. Actually, let's make it a cylinder, because we don't have enough of those. We're gonna actually be reusing some of these parts for Minigame Monthly. And we're gonna make this 8 sides. And we're gonna bring it up like, okay, sir. I always somehow end up with the wrong, like, tool. It's, like, so annoying. And we'll do this. This might actually... Woo! This might not be the smartest way to do this, actually. Okay, yeah, that works. And now what we want to do is we want to make a box. Should go from here to here. Not perfect, but workable. We're gonna go along local here. Gonna expand that out slightly. Flatten it. Bring it up. I just want to look at the Hall of the Guardians ladder again. Basic shapes, basically. This should jut out a bit more, so these guys need to come in. And I want to bring this down, and now... Oh, I was so close to being perfect. Whatever, we can always just do this. The travesty. Manual labor. In video game development. Like, normally I do a proc kit of this, but I really want to make this, like, unique. What design did we choose? It looked like Mage Tower last I left off, and I've already committed to this, so I'm not going back. But we can check Twitter in a second to see what actually did win. Sky Temple probably would have been the smarter option also, but like, come on. It's WoW. They love them some Archdad Khadgar, you know? And we're actually gonna group these. For now, at least. Ladder. Let's check Twitter, see who won. Well, there's you guys making fun of me. Yeah. Magic Temple Room thing. Do I like Hamilton? Have never watched. I've heard some of the music. The music was good. But, just... I'm not really a musical guy, you know? Like, I never have been, even back when I was in them. I just... Something about them just never really, like, clicked for me, if that makes sense. So we're gonna group these as well for the sake of simplicity. Roll top desk. Roda rollada. I want like a little desk up here. Like, kind of a shoddy one facing this. And in fact, I'd like to separate these a bit more. It gives it more of like a spatial feeling, if that makes sense. The room where it happens. I'm trying to like plan out my next move here, so I do want the shoddy desk. Yeah, we'll make a shoddy desk, but... Then again, why would any desk be shoddy? But if mages have levitate, they can just get the thing up here. I don't need to think about every small detail, but I need to think of a lot of small details. Like, honestly, one of the books that's going to be on the shelves, because I'm going to make like 5 books to just propagate the scene with, but one of them is literally going to be How to Train Your Archmage. Because Khadgar needs some serious training as to what his job actually is. He's not very good at his job, is what I'm saying. Mages are fancy. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw an edit poly on this guy. And this might affect the guy below him. Nope, not that. This might affect the guy below him, too. We'll see. Like, we'll find out pretty immediately. It does. It does affect the guy down there. So we're going to bring this really in like this. Extrude these like this. Okay. I'm just going to make this solo really quick. We're gonna close this gap. Otherwise, this is gonna look bad. Who do you think you are? And we'll do this, and we will collapse. Can I make this a thing? No. The room where it happens is Lumo Blaze's room. You seem to imply that I have things happen. Plane. Yeah, I'm like nervous for this interview tomorrow, but it cannot be worse than the last one. The last interview I had was like so bad it was meme worthy. Like, I'm you know, I'm not some sort of social Casanova. I fart a lot. But like these people were so desperately trying to get everyone in the room to take up the job that it came off as like a cult. Like they literally, all of them at least once said, "We like to have fun here," after some like lame joke. And like, you know, people make lame jokes, it's whatever. But like, there was just something unusually sinister about the fact that they all just kept saying, "We like to have fun here." Like, borderline on repeat. I have never noped out of a building faster. Like, I had to pee, but I didn't want to stay in that office anymore because I didn't want, like, Jim from accounting to sneak up behind me while I was taking a winkle and be like, "We like to have fun here." Like, no, sir. And it's fine to have a workplace that you have fun at, but I would rather have a workplace where my job is fun. And I have fun doing this. I would genuinely not mind spending day in and day out just developing. Honestly, the hope was that YouTube would take off so I could spend my days developing and hire an editor to take care of a lot of my day-to-day tasks of being a YouTuber. Welcome to sales. Sales? I think you mean the place where they have fun. They have fun here, Condi. It's fun. Like, it was just so creepy. And like, it was selling life insurance, but still. What's up with these shelves? They look menacing, all of a sudden. Everything else looks pretty good, but they look just menacing. What, Condi, are you trying to get a job? You know, I was thinking about that earlier today. About making an Easter egg to it, but that just feels too douchey. Like, it's a life insurance company. They help people out, but simultaneously, we like to have fun here. That's what's wrong! I frickin' knew something was wrong, my man. So, basically, we flipped the normals earlier today, but we forgot to flip them back. You know what, the normals are fine on, like, literally everything that... Like, hold on, let me just... Nope! Let me just, Object properties, backface skull. Yeah, let's just, You don't even need to select anything, let's just flip normals again. No, not noise. Normal. There we go. Now, when I go in and I hit skylight. Beautiful. Well, there's a slight issue of the fact that this right here is a bit too thick. But either way. So we have that, like, a little scribble table. I should make some smaller props, but I want to focus on the big picture right now. So I'm actually going to, delete this frickin' skylight. It's only good for taking pretty shots. And I want to group this as glass table. And we're gonna make another one of these down here. And we're gonna like move it over here because I want it to look like they're observing this thing somehow. Maybe I should make like a bench. It'll be like the blue cult, but instead of whatever they say, it's just we like to have fun. It was so scary. Like, I am genuinely freaked out for this interview tomorrow because I have a feeling they're going to try and bait me with the sales position. Chair. We'll make a chair. We can put chairs along the wall and stuff. 8K hype. Oh, we're getting close, my man. We are getting close. You know what? I should actually put something in to make sure the scale is proper. That's about the size of a normal human, so we're gonna take this, whoop! Oh, wait, hold on. Whoop! Roll-top desks are normally about the size of me. Maybe a little bit smaller. Yeah, that's about right. This bookshelf should... I could rotate all of the bookshelves. Just because that one's kind of partially blocking the door, and it has no back, so I can't have that. Ah, piss. Did that do anything for you? It's levitation, Holmes. How about the power to kill a yak? Okay, this is where we run into issues, because I didn't set this up right. Because I'm a frickin' goob. We might have to make a new bookshelf, but I'm actually kind of okay with that. So we'll kill those. I want a bookshelf for every one of these faces. That's like my prerogative right now. Why would they have a cracked mirror, though? This is a science lab, basically. Mages are a science, yeah? Oh, yeah, that's right. We're gonna just do another swift loop down here. Go back to our reference. Maybe we're going about this wrong. So actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. And we're going to extrude out like this. Well, maybe not that much. We'll bring it in. This makes a little bit more room for us. But I don't like it like that. I just don't like it like that. So we're going to extrude it wall by wall. And this is going to be a bit of a bitch in the unwrap, but it's going to be worth it. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. Extrude, yes. Extrude, very yes. Yeah, nope. Yep. And yep. So now you might ask, but Lummus, that look'll the grossly. Why do such things, noob? I have no idea what's going on in chat right now. I've completely lost track. So now I'm going to want a cylinder, and we're going to do this. And pull it up. Pull it up. And now we're just going to extract. No, edit. I want this to be like 12. I want it to be a little bit smoother than the area around it. Do I remember Trollface Mace? No. The only mace I've seen recently is an image of Cop Diva macing the people on Tumblr who thought that her skin was a sign of white oppression. I'm not even kidding. That's something people seem to think. I don't know why they think it, but they do. And I don't respect them for it. Let's see here. We're just gonna pull these in. Because again, I gotta work in like strict poly limits, basically. I don't want to have too many maps floating around either. Let's see here. And what we're going to do is we're going to sculpt some finer details on these. I wonder if I can export this straight from 3DS to Marmoset. That would be kinda godly, I'll be honest. And then just another. Welcome back. I guess I answered your question when you weren't here, but I do not remember a Trollface Mace. I was afraid these would be too tall, but no, they're actually too short. You know, I have respect for you guys, I'll skip this song. And we'll get rid of these two guys. How am I gonna display this? Pull up and... Woo! Why do you keep doing that, sir? I need to disable tool switch on repeated press. It's a giant pain in the tits. So WoW has no straight shapes, it feels. So I'm gonna actually do something. We're just gonna make a cut here, and just a little scale to it. It gets thicker in the center than it does not at the center. Who does what? Get offended at Cop Diva? Because people will get offended at everything, I find. That's why I've stopped caring about who I offend. I know that sounds like, oh god, I'm so fucking edgy, but like, No, I genuinely have stopped caring about who I offend. If it's someone I care about, I'll be like, oh no, I'm sorry, friend. I'll change my behavior. But if it's like, how dare you identify as a boy? Like, no, you're out. I should. Is this? How the fuck did this thing's normals get flipped? There we go. That looks better. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm cheating. I know. I'm not gonna hide it. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm hiding the seams. So let's look at these bookshelves. You can learn a lot just by observing. Okay. I can dig it. So let's go back in here. And I'm just gonna take these two gents. I'm gonna pull them aside for a discussion after class. Now I just want to straighten them out. Can't have any delinquents in my school. And we're going to bring them to ground level. So I said I wasn't going to do a bash kit. We're doing a bash kit. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to be, like, rude to people who do have legitimate triggers that need to be observed. Trust me, I understand that fully. I'm talking more about Tumblr. Like how, like I've actually gotten death threats over shipping. Isn't the technology age a mistake? Like I shouldn't sound as like, yes, all people who do this thing I don't like are the worst. No, that's a terrible mentality. I'm just saying though, like, people be crazy, yo. Watch your ass online. Go enjoy your food, my friend. Let's actually do another connect along here. I only want two, and we're going to push them to the very far edges. Actually, no, we're not. We're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to cheat it. As, we should. We're going to do this. And you might ask why we're doing that. That's a great question. Stop asking questions. That's how you get landed in prison, like your good old dad. Now, so what we're doing is I'm using this, and I'm going to use an opacity map to make it look like this has supports holding it up. And we're going to hide them in the walls like this. And behold, it's beautiful. And now you have a girl with balls. But I do need to do another thing, which is to add a plane in between these things that'll just serve as wall texture. It makes them look like they're more built into the world. That'll work. I kind of want this to be thinner. I know, thin privilege, incoming trigger warning. No, so let's pull this up. I feel like I shouldn't make that many jokes about that whole situation. Like, people do have things that, like, legitimately should not be triggered. So we're gonna group this as Wall Arc Master. Yeah, we should move these out of here. So now let's start moving these into position. And we'll do this. They're a little bit narrow, but I think it'll work. Put this here. Instance rotata. Migricata. Alright, still looking good. What are we doing? I am making an application for the World of Warcraft environment position at Blizzard in Irving. So you guys know we will be streaming today, tomorrow, and Friday in a mad rush to get this thing done. Because I want to apply to Blizzard by the end of this week. Is the positioning still okay? Positioning is still fine. Actually, this doesn't look that bad. And, like, it doesn't take that many polys. My only fear with working on the WoW environment team is, like, what happens if it really messes my art style up? Then again, my art style is kind of just amateur game artist, so it's probably for the best. I feel like all these wall bits should be touching. No. It can be a little bit lumpy. Bring this here. I want to learn this shit. I want to learn how to do this shit. Well, lynda.com has a lot of great tutorials. However, if money is an object, as it is for many of us, YouTube has a lot of great tutorials. So I'd start with trying to get a strong fundamental for 2D art before making the jump to 3D. But you can be like me and not have the best 2D, but still be pretty adequate at 3D. I don't have anyone on YouTube that I would recommend, but one of my old professors at SHNU does actually do tutorials on YouTube. I don't recall what his name is, so ask me again tomorrow. But like they're really good tutorials. The guy is great. At least I think he did tutorials. You know, I'm gonna have to ask him now, which is awkward. I know he did something on, like, Open Subdivide versus, other stuff, butt stuff. So I have a process for this in mind that we're gonna do. It's gonna be a bit of a different workflow than what you guys are used to. I hope you enjoy it. So we're lining everything up with the line of the circle that it's, you know, closest to. And I'm actually going to go back and make sure that the others are aligned as well. Because that'll just make it nice and neat. Normally I'd use vertex snapping, but these are much higher up and I don't want to have to align them by height as well. See you, Nathan. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, let's come on down. This guy wasn't even properly rotated. Glad we're coming back to check these. Even if it's not the most entertaining thing, I'm sure you guys can see the reason for it. You know, ironically, being cancerous is still cancerous. Just letting you know. I see you asking for Undertale. I know you're being ironic. Hence the reason for saying that. And that's what I started doing. Okay. Phone? Who is phone? New from Scarce. Oh boy, I really should unsubscribe to Scarce. Like, what's YouTube drama has literally like fallen out of favor with everybody because it's just so dumb. Who cares about FouseyTube's faking drama again? Oh man, better watch that. Like, I don't care. Uh-oh. No, that should be good. But just to be safe, I'm gonna put a skylight in. And we're gonna look in like this. No, looks fine to me. Ah, I didn't even see what Wang was saying. Sorry. I mean, like, the thing with going to a class is you end up like me in insanely crippling debt. With no job. So, I'd really recommend the tutorial route. Just make sure it's something that you like doing. That's the last I'm gonna say like that. We're gonna just move you over here. So now I guess we should make a chair. Why do these have holes? They shouldn't have holes. What's going on here? Oh. That's right. The floor is lower than everything else. Hold on. I'm gonna take this. I can't believe I forgot that I made the floor. I mean the wall slightly lower. Then again, I do want this to kind of be like a step up, so I'm going to leave that like that. Let's add another skylight just to make sure everything looks nice. Beauteous. Okay, so now I guess Chair-sama would be next. And then a globe, some small props like cups, mugs, and books. I still have to establish how I want to display this. It is complex, but once you get it down, it's like riding a bike. Okay, so let's come in here. I'm only groaning because sometimes I forget what my hotkeys are. I'll be honest with you. Like, as embarrassing as it is, despite using this program for years, I just always forget my, my whatchamacallits, my hotkeys. So first up, I'm going to make a nice sort of ornate back. So we're going to pull this up. The roof is last. Ooh, fell down some stairs. That's always a fun time. Great for developing young minds. Why is my phone still going off? I don't have friends. If that's a message on Tinder, I'm going to poop. Okay, so let's take these. We had chap. There we go. And now we're gonna take this. and we are going to inset it. And we're gonna bridge. Bridge. And I'm gonna place a plane in here that's gonna have another opacity mask that's gonna make it look all ornate. And it's gonna be neat. Why is this chair side still being... You know what? You're getting smoothing group 13, 14. Screw you. What doesn't kill you makes you want to die. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Plane. Of course, we just drag like this. And again, we just get everything all in place. Now we want to connect these. There we go. Two. And I just want to spread it out so they fit better. Just getting everything all nice and aligned. Like, real talk, I'd love to have this finished before my mom gets home tomorrow. Because I'd like be able to be like, hey, look, I'm really doing my best to apply to jobs. Because I've been doing my best. I've been applying. This week hasn't been my finest week, though. But, like, I'm having no results, and I'm getting frustrated. But, like, their retirement is on the line with my employment situation. I can't imagine how this is impacting them. Like, I want to move out and get my life started. I'm sure they're going to miss me, but they want that too. Remember, kids, love your parents. You're only with them for so long. How much longer is the stream going to be? Another half hour, roughly. I'm going to work on this after then, but, like, I'm going to be doing it off stream. I only stream for 2 hours, because after that, it just gets insane. We used to have this issue where we'd be doing 4-hour game dev streams. That was fucking torturous. Because, like, it'd always be in the dead of night because I'd be trying to do an assignment, and Mako and Condi would be there, and I'd just be, like, screaming that the bees rule the government by the end of it. They weren't exactly pretty. They were pretty funny, but they weren't exactly pretty. Yo, is this roundabout SNES version? Let's angle this where we want it to go. Bring it down. I'm sorry, am I not allowed to listen to that? SoundCloud, you're being rather rude. Thank you, but I don't want to hear this. And we're going to extrude this way. Rotate up. I want, like, a really weird chair design. That's the motivation right now. Really weird chair design. It should have a flat spot where it sits. But that's too sharp an angle. So we're going to do this. Do this. It's just going to loop up and back. So we're gonna shrink this whole design in a little bit. I want the chair to be very, very confined. So let's take these guys, bring them down. And we just start straightening out some edges. Like, thankfully, WoW's weird style offers me some creative license on issues like this. But I'd like to not make it look too incorrect. Night, man. So we're gonna, again, do some cheatsy doodling here. The bottom topology doesn't have to be flawless, so we can really bring this in to just even it out. I was looking at it, I wasn't liking the silhouette. Woo! So once again, I want to do that. But now it's not roundy. I want it to be roundy. There we go. And now we can bring this and this down. And voila, it is chair. Like, I'm trying to make it, like, visually appealing and interesting. So I'm glad that that is working. Like, I try not to shut down critique for the most part, because it's an important part of, you know, learning the craft. Let's pull everything together. And clear all with, what's this? This one. Boop. There we go. Looking good. We'll do this. Clear all. We'll put them on 2. Looking good again. Working in WoW's confines is actually kind of fun. Trying to keep everything as super low poly, but still, like, artistically good. It's fun. It's a fun time. Well, I'm glad your computer turned directly to this stream, my man. It's got some good taste. Some really good taste. So I don't want to roof this yet. We've got some other work we need to do. What else do I need? Small globe. Let's make a globe. So there's a small trick to circles that I haven't really been applying this stream. Then again, it might not be the most effective at keeping the poly count down. So we do this. So look, it's a box. How can this be a circle sphere? Well, you want to just, you want to do as Uncle Dang Sentry Mang would do, which is not turn to G-Poly. We want to turbo smooth. 3 times. 2 times. How expensive is that polygonally? Statistics, total plus selection, 192. That's not the best, but it's not the worst. Either way. So now we want to add a small globe holder, as it were. So I want to add a cylinder. That's about this thick and down. Whee! Bring it on up to meet it. You know, let's shrink it down. I don't like it that thick. Pull it down. Mages are weird. So we'll do this. Pull over, over and up. I don't know why. I've been really working in low poly a lot recently. Like, I don't know what's gotten me to do it, but I've caught the bug. Okay, where's my gizmo? Thank you. I've really just gotten into making stuff in low poly. It's just fun. My god. I'm getting a little bit frustrated at my own inaccuracy right now. You know what, let's not go that far. Let's bring it to like here-ish. Rotate it up. Copyright claim, boys. But yeah, it makes sense that they would have some form of globe to track their findings. But let's now smooth this out. On me, take on me. Hey, Dag, thanks for stopping by regardless, man. You know how MTV's dev streams can get. It's nice to see a familiar face among the sea of familiar faces. This. Just trying to get like a nicer silhouette going. Do this, pull it out a little bit. That's the middle one, okay. Come on, man. Out. Do I watch anime? Oh, I watch a lot of anime. Sorry that I didn't see your question and respond immediately, but I get caught up in developing. I know I normally don't have to apologize for that, but I feel like I'm being a lot more ignorant of chat than I normally am. God, I have so much work to go if I'm gonna cosplay a Joe. Like, I've done a lot of progress thus far. Like, I can flex and there's, like, real definition now instead of, like, drawn on Sharpie. But, like, I've still got a long way to go. Just gonna... Yeah, local. We're just gonna shrink these out just so it, like, tapers off. There we go. And now, this is almost on the desk, so I might just make a base. Yeah, so let's take this guy, bevel outward a little bit less, and then delete. Oh shit, it's the song that you guys know and love. No cool dudes allowed. Absolutely illegal. And these will be on smoothing group 1. These will be on smoothing group that one. You two will be on smoothing group that one. Zep Brennigan. And you guys will be on smoothing group that one. It's made some... Actually, that looks kind of nice. I'll take it. That is sad, trash bag, Montiel. Yeah, if I cosplay a Joestar, I kind of want it to be, my boy Joseph. I'm not sure if it'd be old or young, but I want it to be Joseph. So I like the idea of this being a little bit off-center because mages. Like, a lot of the issues that happen in WoW can be described literally with because the mages did a thing. The mages aren't that good at their jobs. They're supposed to, like, protect Azeroth, but, like... How many times have the Legion been summoned? A lot. A lot. One might argue that they are a detriment. Okay, so let's... Okay, now this will be globe. Do I like that? I don't think I like that. I'm gonna explode this really quick. And just... There we go. Now let's regroup. Globe. There we go. Yeah, okay, that actually solved my issue. God, I love One Punch Man. It's really nice. It's a good anime. I'm gonna make a 5-sided cup. Because polygon limits. Do this. I wonder if that's, like, legitimately too high poly? Just because I've been working in high poly a lot recently does not mean I'm good at it. So we can use these cups to sort of propagate across the scene. And make it look nice. I'm curious about something. No shit. There's normal mapping in WoW, apparently. I guess I never noticed that. Is this the sculptor? Oh my god. I should have made an orc thing. I forgot how metal Orgrimmar is. My god, though. I mean, this isn't what I was after, but... goddamn neat! Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm like, going through this... just, like, in awe. They sculpted all of this out. God, the concept art, the Jesus. Yeah, let's see how many polys the characters are. 1,000 to 1,300. Oh my god. What is this? I don't know what this is. That's a cat. I don't feel safe there. None of this is good information. What kind of poly count does Diva have? That I am curious about. But... okay. Anyone? Mini 20,000? Actually, no, that makes sense. I, for some odd reason, took that as 200,000. Jesus Christ. May takes up 45,000 faces. That's some insane bull honky. So, I'm trying to think of other props that would be in, like, mage characters. I'm gonna ask my buddy. Oh, Nikki. Oh. See you, Michael Wang. Thanks for stopping by. I'm trying to think of, like, other I should make like, an open book. So let's actually just make the book prop right now. Because that'll determine half of what we, do here as far as the other books go. So, a closed book will take up, like... A closed book will take up, like... I'm gonna say this much space. The cover isn't that thick. So let's just close this. So now the thing with books, they easy. You can cheat it pretty hard, actually. So I want to do this. Then I want to do this. You know what? Nuts to that noise. Let's just inset. And then we're going to just extrude up. Ah, it's not the smartest way to go about this, so we're not going to go about it in that way. 2, and we're going to push them out like this. There we go. So now we just extrude up. Then we make another incision, as it were. I want to keep it consistent-ish, so about there-ish. We extrude out, by faces, bring it in. There we go, we delete these faces, worn out places, and then we just start welding. Like I said, we just start welding. Don't make me look like a fool, Tiffany. I will bitch slap your ass so hard. Are these not actually connected? By, like, anything? Oh, that's right. Those have faces. Sometimes you just overlook those details because you get wrapped up in what you're doing. It's really important that you take some steps back every now and again. No. I want a target weld. I want to keep this thing uniformy. All the poly is going to the butts. Actually, 90% of it goes into the face. If it all went into the butts, they'd be butt faces. That's no good. But of course, you know, books aren't square like this. They have a spine. So for the spine, you just take these faces. You extrude them out just a little bit. And then you scale... You scale it down like this. And I kind of want to do that once more. Just for the sake of smoothness. This all needs to be on the same smoothing group. Gross. We're gonna clear all of the smoothing groups actually, and we're just gonna assign them manually. Just for austerity's sake. Send 22. $78 polys. It's a good prop to push across the entire screen. Just gonna do this. Add some, because, again, this book don't gotta be open. This is cosmetic. Ooh. How did I make this Otoboto? Okay. It's whatever, it's whatever. And these will be on smoothing group 16. No. I hecked up. Now we're gonna clear all. Now they'll be on 16. There we go. We have our book prop. But I am not content with just one book. So we're gonna make like 5 of them, but they're all gonna work off the same model. But that is a good bookie. Book. And now we want this, but open. So I actually think, though, I am going to call it a stream here. I'm dying a heat death in here. This room is boiling me. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name has been Lumo. Sorry again about all the mic issues. Thank you once again for watching. I will see you again tomorrow. Same time, same place. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful night. Goodbye, goodbye.